cardiac surgeon that lives inside my psyche. I wish I could remove my heart into a satin-lined box every now and then. On the hottest summer nights, when it's too hot for a top sheet, when I have several fans strategically pointed at my bed, when I exist in a constant hot flash, on those nights, if I dare fall asleep, my dreams become a certain breed of warmth. On those nights, the back of my neck sweats onto my pillow till I wake to flip the pillow. I sometimes wish I could remove my heart for certain family events, so my brain can lead my reactions to the barrage of gaslighting I will endure, and strategically sew my mouth shut for the sake of not making waves. I should never stand up for myself lest I be accused of shooting off a semi-automatic military gun when I open my mouth. I wish I could remove my heart every time I run into someone who had targeted me for abuse in my past. I would place it on a plate and surgically slice a keloid scar from its edge and place it into a baby blue Tiffany and Company engagement ring box and, and state, "You gave this to me as if my future was wedded to your painfully obvious insensitivities. You can't regift this to a new target because such scars owners must have a whole undamaged heart that has never known your warped vision of love." My apologies to Mariah Carey. Um, and this is another new piece. It's called Why I Got a Ticket for Loitering While Running a Marathon. From now on, I have two more, I'm sorry. Why I Got a Ticket for Loitering While Running a Marathon. From now on, I will write every poem I write as one continuous long sentence, despite conventional rules of grammar defining such sentences as run-on sentences, when instead of running, they are lingering and loitering, waiting to get ticketed by a beat cop monitoring for punctuation and capitalization and too many conversational ands where I should be listing with commas, but will I get fined for using the final comma before the and I want to know who came up with these arbitrary rules that can turn an A- to a B+ for a single straight A student, driving the student to a conniption fit or temper tantrum or verbal diatribe that will get the student sent to a guidance counselor that really wants to be a therapist and is secretly a poet who has been published in several journals and anthologies with poems that exclusively qualify as extended run-on sentences. That is one single sentence. And finally, why Sophia can't get enough of Marrakesh. You find an obscure poetry journal from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, with a cover photo of an abstract sculpture implanted in the desert amongst alien rock formations. You read a poem on page 23 whose syllabic rhythm skips to a beat, like a shiny, slick rock skips across a lake on a lazy summer day. You imagine a poet reading the poem backed by a man slowly plucking strings on a solid wood upright bass shaped like a voluptuous woman. You find yourself snapping your fingers and tapping your feet to the poem as if it were a song that gets stuck in your head. It's hooked in your thoughts, repeating to a beat, till you find yourself in a basement jazz joint tucked away near Bleecker Street. And you think about that poem you read in that hole-in-the-wall coffee shop run by a man from Morocco where tea is served in fancy metal-adorned glass cups with fresh mint leaves, and coffee is brewed with water infused with mace, cardamom, and cinnamon from Ceylon. There's a sign near the antique brass cash register. If you want whipped cream with coffee, go to Starbucks. I'm sorry, I just lost my script. Never fails to make you laugh, letting the man from Morocco know his sense of humor has found your sense of humor's G-spot. So you sit at a tiny wobbly wooden table, gripping your scotch on the rocks. The ice jingles against the glass. The man on the upright bass cello, shaped like Sophia Loren, plucks at the strings, setting a beat for a drummer to tap his skins and cymbals with feathered sticks. A woman pulls the slide on her trombone. Her cheeks expand to full bullfrog, then she exhales into brass. You sip your scotch. Your throat is bathed in warmth. open your eyes to witness a trio of noises that is nothing less than poetry in motion. Gracias, everyone.